la radio. Here we go. FM OR.
De tu radio.
And in this capacity, we frequently visit friends of the Hebrew University all over the world. In Argentina, we have a strong branch of friends of the Hebrew University, and I just came to talk to them, to tell them about our activities and so on.
And in which way do the friends of Hebrew University contribute to you there in Israel, or do they try to communicate what the university do here in Argentina, what they do?
What they do is bring to the knowledge of the public information about the Hebrew University by publications, by bringing lecturers from the Hebrew University to talk here. Today we have the greatest researcher on Kabbalah arriving and lecturing. Last week we had the greatest researcher on anti-Semitism who gave 5 lectures here in Buenos Aires. So first of all, they try to increase the awareness, the fact what Hebrew University is all about. It is one of the best universities in the world, and to inform the public about our activities. Secondly, they help us as friends to provide our needs. They do that by providing scholarships to students to go to the Hebrew University in Jerusalem.
Here in Argentina?
In Argentina, yeah. They provide Argentinian students to go to Israel to do part of their studies, the entire studies. In comparison, when there was an economic crisis in Argentina in 2002, we at the Hebrew University mobilized and brought into our university about 400 or 500 Argentinian youth to study at the Hebrew University, and we provided them a full scholarship, so they didn't have to pay for tuition, accommodation, or whatever. So it's a kind of mutual relationship of friends who help each other at the time of need.
A very strong link between you and here in Argentina, the community.
Yes, correct.
And what about the university, the Buenos Aires University? Do you have any relation with them?
Well, not formal relations. We have relations like with many other universities in the world. We know the top scholars at Yuba. They know us. We admit students who study in Yuba or graduate in Yuba, and they come to study at the University. 2 years ago, there was a scholar from our university who spent a sabbatical at Yuba, and so on and so forth.
Okay. And we have also heard about the FM radio you have at Israel.
Yes.
From the university. And we would like to know about that, if it's very important inside Israel.
No, it's a local station which serves the students as part of their training. It's called the Mount Scopus station because it's located in Mount Scopus.
Yes.
And it's part of students of the Department of Communication, part of their training. They broadcast interviews, music, all kind of information related to the university, but its boundaries are within the boundaries of Mount Scopus. It's very difficult to listen to them outside of Mount Scopus. So it's a local radio which serves local people. It serves
just for students
and the community of scholars.
Yes, we have been in the university this summer, invited by the Jewish Agency for Israel, so we know it quite well.
Okay. So you tested me, right?
No, I didn't know this, but and about you personally, we've heard that you have been involved in developing some new technologies for food cultivation.
Yes.
Maybe for tomatoes. And now that you're in a new project of cultivation of beans, maybe?
No, garlic.
Garlic, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about that?
I start with the tomatoes. Tomato is the most important economic food in the world, vegetable food in the world. And one of the disadvantages of this fruit that it softens very quickly. If you pick the fruit, the ripe fruit, it will last firm for 3, 4, 5 days and no more than that. So if you grow tomatoes in Mendoza and want to send them by truck to Buenos Aires, chances are that they will reach Buenos Aires market in a very soft condition. And if you think about yourself going to buy tomatoes or any other fruit, first you look with your eyes, the color is right, the size is right, there are no damages, nothing else. And the second thing you do, you send your hand to see if the tomato is farmed. So firmness is a quality trait, very important. What people did in the time, and they still do it in Argentina, I can have pictures to prove it, they pick the tomatoes when they are green and ship them from Mendoza to Buenos Aires, so and they turn red on the way.
They are mature when they arrive at the market.
But since these tomatoes are detached from the plant, there is no continuous supply of sugars and acids and vitamins and so forth. So basically, you eat a red tomato, but with the quality of a green tomato. What we did is we introduced genes which extend the shelf life of the tomatoes, elongate the shelf life of the tomato. So you can pick the tomato red, which means it accumulated more goodies from the plant, and it will remain firm for about 2 weeks. That is, it will arrive to the market in a good conditions.
Okay, thank you very much for your visit, and we don't have any more time.
It was my pleasure.
Okay.
Come and visit us in Jerusalem.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your visit.
Thank you very much.